Last year, I was briefed by the head of Earth Sciences at NASA to discuss this important issue. And the national security assessments are clear. Climate change poses risks to the security of the United States and the international community. The best way to address climate change, however, is less clear. President Obama's approach was to set unrealistic greenhouse gas reduction targets within the framework of the Paris Agreement that would have cost our economy a fortune, hurting working people living paycheck to paycheck. When President Trump announced his intention to withdraw from the Paris Agreement, he also expressed an openness to re-entering or renegotiating the deal on terms more favorable to the United States. I look forward to hearing from our witnesses about their recommendations for a way forward that appropriately balances the very real need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the United States and around the globe, especially in China, the world's #1 emitter. With the need for economic growth and a reliable, affordable supply of energy, I come from one of the top energy-producing states and the largest oil and gas-producing nation in the world. Our abundant natural resources, including fossil fuels, which produce 80% of the world's energy, not only support our economy and good-paying jobs, but they make us more secure as a nation. Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Ranking member is correct. Committee members will withhold their conversations to the empty room if they should have them. Chair recognizes the ranking member.
I thank the chairman for that. We are fortunate that we do not depend on an energy supplier like Russia that uses its dominance in European gas markets to coerce and intimidate its neighbors. We are no longer at the mercy of the OPEC cartel for the majority of our oil needs. Instead, thanks to innovation and technology, we have become a net energy exporter that offers our partners and allies a stable, reliable supply of energy resources. We have also been able to hold down prices for consumers, which contributes to domestic and global economic growth and prosperity. Many energy companies are taking great steps to shift to cleaner sources to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. This is taking place not necessarily because of government policy, but despite it. From 2005 to 2017, U.S. greenhouse gas emissions declined by 14%. In 2017, U.S. greenhouse gas emissions were the lowest since 1992. China and India accounted for nearly half of the increase in global carbon emissions in 2017, and developing country emissions will continue to rise to the point that all of the United States and Europe's emissions will soon be far surpassed by other economies. I've witnessed firsthand the devastation brought to families in my state and district from flooding and extreme weather events like Hurricane Harvey. The recovery efforts are ongoing, and the impact will last well into the future. As the world's largest economy and preeminent power, the United States has a responsibility to help lead global efforts to address climate change based on realistic solutions as opposed to extreme, unrealistic goals based on aspiration alone. With that, I look forward to the testimony of the witnesses and on how we can achieve that goal. With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Chair, thanks, Ranking Member. Now I'll have the opportunity to give a brief introduction.